Morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I hope we have now like 40 students by the time others join.
Good morning, ma'am.
One of you can send a message quickly in the WhatsApp group that the students need to join the meeting, and then we'll start by the time. We were doing this question actually. We started discussing exercise 7.2 question number 1, but I just missed this result which you have to note down. This is the theorem 7.3. It's, I think, right on page number 122. Your theorem 7.2 is on page number 121, the one I discussed with you, whose proof we have done. And that theorem actually states that if you have an isosceles triangle, there will be two equal sides and then the opposite angles will be equal. So I will just write down in short kind of an overview what this theorem states, theorem 7.2. So we have a triangle ABC and the triangle is isosceles. This means AB is equal to AC. There are two equal sides. So this is what's given to us. And the conclusion that we draw from here, if we have a triangle in which two sides are equal, this actually implies that angle C is equal to angle B. Angle C is the opposite to angle side AB and angle B is opposite to AC. So this is what we have. This is what theorem 7.2 suggests. And we have actually discussed three ways to prove this with the help of congruence of two triangles which we can create in the main triangle. I hope everyone has done it. Again, this is an important theorem. It comes in 2 marks, sometimes 2 marks, because it's a very simple proof, 2 or 3 marks I would say. So just do this. The converse of this theorem, the converse means the opposite of this one, says that if you have a triangle ABC in which two angles are equal, instead of two sides, two angles are equal, then what we can conclude from there is that the sides which are opposite to these angles will also be equal. So sides which are opposite to these two angles, the side opposite to AB will be AC and the side opposite to angle C will be AB. So this is what we can conclude, and this actually makes the triangle isosceles. This is the converse of theorem 7.2, and this is what's stated in the theorem 7.3 here on this page, although we don't have the proof for this one in syllabus. So you can just mark that this result has to be remembered. The sides opposite to equal angles of a triangle are equal. So if there is a triangle in which, let's just mark, this angle is say 70 degrees and this angle is 70 degrees, and let's name the triangle PQR. What can you say about this triangle? You can see from the figure angle Q is equal to angle R. This
Two angles are equal.
two angles are equal. This will imply the side opposite to these angles will also be equal. So this
PR is equal to PQ.
It
PR
is
will be,
a isosceles triangle.
and when two sides of a triangle are equal, we will call the triangle isosceles.
Isosceles.
They have said that this can be proved using, yes, a congruence rule. Similar proof hoga if you want to prove the equality of these two sides. You can just divide this triangle into two parts by drawing a line in between these two. दो triangles बन जाएंगे अलग अलग. फिर आप उनको congruent prove कर सकते हो, और उनकी congruence जब prove हो जाएगी तो by CPCT the two sides will be equal. Now you can think of the comparison between the proofs of the previous theorem and this one. Like in the previous theorem, theorem 7.2, वहाँ पे तीन different criteria applicable थे. Whereas in this particular case, see if this is the only criteria which is applicable, or you can do it with any other method also.
And by AAS also.
ASA and AAS, I would suggest it's the same actually. ASA is applicable, then AAS will automatically be applicable. ठीक है, अगर ASA लग रहा है तो उसकी मॉडिफाइड फॉर्म ही है. अगर एक ट्राइंगल के दो एंगल्स they are equal to two angles in the second triangle, then automatically the third one will also be equal. So that's the same. But other than these, SSS or maybe SAS or maybe RHS, just give it a try. Think about it. Brainstorming करना थोड़ी सी अपनी, and then just see.
RHS.
Give it a try. Don't answer right now. Think about it.
Ma'am, by 90, one angle will be 90.
Perpendicular. No.
Ma'am, by dividing
Yes.
two
You
the
cannot see,
triangle
the
into
sides
two
are
parts.
not equal. The sides are not equal. Even if you draw the perpendicular, you will not get the hypotenuse equal. So RHS is not applicable. Even if you construct a perpendicular, RHS will not be applicable, because to apply RHS, you want these sides to be equal. वही तो हमें prove करना
Ma'am,
है.
but we have written PQ is
Bisector of
equal to
angle A.
PR.
Beta, this is the result.
Bisector of
No,
angle
no, 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 no. Rajvansh, if you apply that bisector thing, you will be reaching AAS.
Yes.
And if you draw the median, then it will not work. There is no SSA result. So only one result is applicable, one criteria is applicable.
Angle sum property.
That will give you AAS. So two angles on the side, that's the only thing you can do for this one. Try to brainstorm, try doing this. Like in question, in exam, if you get a question where you have to prove congruence, this is how you think, whether or not a criterion is applicable or not. Okay, Manya is asking, Manya, beta, this is something which is given, like angles are equal, you can see in figure, right? And this is the result. This is the result we can conclude. Like this is the conclusion you can draw, that if the angles are equal, the opposite sides will also be equal. This is the conclusion. This is not given. This is something we can conclude using this theorem, because of this theorem here. This is what this theorem states. And इसका proof यहाँ पे है शायद नीचे. Similar to this, instead of this you will be having this and this. So आपके पास ये conditions आएंगी. इस तरह का कुछ बनेगा. Angle B equals to angle C, common side, and you can take a 90-degree angle, then ASA rule, or rather यहाँ पे लगेगा आपका AAS rule. ये proof बनेगा आपका. Think about it. I'll discuss this with you. Don't worry. I want you to just go over this, because I have discussed 7.2 with 3 ways. So I would like you to try this on your own. Because if I'll keep guiding, then you will get a clue how to proceed. You know, just think about it. एक बार सोचना जरूर क्या करेंगे हम. Compare it with the previous theorem.
Perpendicular, median, or altitude.
Just one option.
Altitude.
No, I mean you can draw the angle bisector and you can draw perpendicular, but the criterion that will be applicable is ASA or AAS.
AAS.
या क्राइटेरिया जो लगेगा ना, जो कॉन्ग्रुएंस रूल लगेगा, वो एंगल साइड वाला लगेगा, दो एंगल्स और एक साइड. इट कुड बी AAS और इट कुड बी ASA. नो अदर रूल विल बी एप्लीकेबल. So let's just look at question number 1 of the exercise. We have an isosceles triangle. So I was just drawing a figure here because the figure is not given. I'll just mark what's given. These two sides are given equal to me, AB and AC. We have bisectors of angle B and C. So draw a bisector of angle B and draw a bisector of angle C. So unless it's indicated, they are talking about the bisectors of the interior angle. So we have bisectors for these two. The bisectors intersect at O. So there is a common point. This figure actually resembles one question we did in 6.3. So angle B has been divided into two equal parts. So this part and this part are equal. You can name these as X and X if you want. And X is equal to half of angle B. Similarly, angle C is divided into two equal parts. You can mark these as Y. You can take numbers also. Y is half of angle C. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If you don't want to use variables, you can use numbers also, like 1, 2, and then angle number 1 and angle number 2 will be half of this angle B. पूरे angle B का जो measure है, उसका अगर हम half कर दें तो ये वाले जो अंदर छोटे वाले angles बन रहे हैं, आपको इनका measure मिल जाएगा. You want to prove that, okay, I missed one thing, join A to O. So A has been joined to O. This is something which has been instructed to us. So let's just join this. I'm drawing a dotted line here. The first part is OB equals to OC. The bisectors are equal. OB and OC are equal.
Then we have to prove triangle ABO congruent to triangle ACO.
Okay, we can take this triangle. And Rajvansh, can you repeat? You were referring to two triangles.
AOC.
Okay,
AOB
the ones,
and AOB.
okay, this one and this one. Will their congruence actually prove this result? And can you actually prove the
No.
congruence?
No.
No, ma'am.
You cannot prove the congruence, Viche. You cannot prove the congruence. What we are going to use is this. We are going to use this here. So आपके पास एक बड़ा triangle है. I'll just draw the figure here and I will just do it with you. So you have a triangle. In which these two sides are equal. Yes?
Some opposite angles are also equal.
So we have been given that AB equals to AC. This implies that opposite angles will be equal. So therefore angle B will be equal to angle C. This is theorem 7.2. This is what theorem 7.2 tells you. अगर दो sides equal हैं triangle की तो उनके opposite angles equal होंगे, right? Now from here, since दोनों angles की bisection हो रही है, angle B की भी bisection हुई थी और angle C की भी bisection हुई है.
And can we write angle half of angle B is equal to half of angle
This
C?
is, yes, this is what we are going to write from here, because in your question it's indicated that both these angles have been bisected,
By O.
right? Both angles have been bisected, so we can discuss or we can mention their halves. अगर दो angles का measure equal है तो उनके halves भी equal होंगे. And I have written these halves as x and x and y and y.
X is equal to Y.
So this means x is equal to y. Angle B का half है x, angle C का half है y. Now these actually are equal angles
opposite angles are
triangle OBC.
Equal, so opposite sides are also
side
equal.
is also equal.
Yes, ये
So
जो
OBC
छोटा
is
triangle बन रहा है बीच में, this triangle. In this triangle, we have two equal angles. So therefore, opposite sides will be equal. So if you want, I'll just draw this little triangle here. If you can observe, this is OBC and this over here is X and this over here is Y. अगर ये दोनों angles equal हैं, इनकी opposite sides identify करो. This one and this one. Now see the connection. We started with equal sides in the main triangle and then the opposite angles became equal in the main triangle. From the main triangle, we have now concluded or derived that their halves will be equal. The angles which are equal, their halves will also be equal. But these halves are actually part of this smaller triangle. So if in this smaller triangle, these two angles are equal, the opposite sides will also be equal. And right here, I have used theorem 7.3. Here I used theorem 7.2. Here I've used theorem 7.3. Sides equal, make angles equal, opposite angles. Theorem 7.2. And if angles are equal, opposite sides will be equal. This is theorem 7.3. Anyone who wants to ask anything here?
No, ma'am.
I have actually not written that given and to prove part. I'm just going to ask you to write that yourself. This is your proof. From here, your proof starts. You can leave a couple of lines to write down the given and the to prove part. If anyone's writing down, please let me know. There is there is one condition I want you to remember when applying this result. ये जो results आपने apply करने हैं, अगर दो sides equal हैं, तो उनके opposite angles equal होंगे, और अगर दो angles equal हैं, तो उनकी opposite sides equal होंगी. This result is applicable only in same triangle. The two sides which are equal should belong to same triangle. Then you can say कि उनके opposite angles equal हैं. The two angles which are equal should belong to the same triangle. Then you can say the opposite sides will be equal. You cannot do this for two different triangles. कि एक triangle में एक side दूसरे triangle की किसी side के equal है, तो आप अलग अलग triangles की opposite sides connect करनी शुरू कर दो या opposite angles को match करना शुरू कर दो. That will be wrong. This will be completely applicable to same triangle, to one triangle. Two sides of same triangle, if they are equal, their opposite angles will be equal. And if two angles in one triangle are equal, then their opposite sides will be equal. Let's move on to the next part. In the next part actually this was required, जो मैंने यहाँ draw नहीं किया था. Join OA. The second part asks you to prove that OA bisects angle A. This dotted line is bisecting this vertical angle. So you want to prove that angle number 1 is equal to angle number 2.
We can prove the congruence of
Now we can prove the congruence of these two triangles. The one on the two sides of OA. Focus on this line segment. There are two triangles formed on the either side. One on the left. This actually looks like this. So you have A, O, B and C. This is given. ये दोनों sides तो पहले से equal बताई थी. अभी आपने प्रूव किया है ये वाली इक्वल है, OB and OC अभी प्रूव किया है in first part. And then there is this common side.
By SSS.
By SSS, the two triangles will be congruent, and then by CPCT, angle 1 will be equal to angle 2, Angle 1 is this one and angle 2 is this one. So two parts of angle A are equal. That means angle A is bisected, divided into two equal parts.
Can't we prove it by SAS or ASA? And because angle B is equal to angle C, they have a common arm, and then we can just write that angle 1 is also equal to angle 2.
Can you repeat?
Then we can write that angle B is equal to angle C, and they have common arm AO, and then we can write that angle 1 is also equal to angle 2.
But does that form, you are saying we could take this, rule नहीं बनता बेटा congruence का. Yes, actually. Yes, correct. Correct, Mane beta. Yes, correct. You could also use SAS. That's what you are saying, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you can use that. By SAS also you can do this. So you will be taking X from here and Y from here. I'm not sure. I think this is what you are trying to say. If you don't take OA as the common side, you can take AB equal to AC, you can take OB equal to OC, and you can take X equals to Y, because angle B and C are equal, their halves will also be equal. So SAS can also be used to prove the second part. Congruence actually is applicable in multiple ways in a question sometimes. So you can always draw the figure and see whether or not it works. And if at any point in any question you feel that this particular question could also have been done with this rule, then just discuss that with me. You can just send it to me on WhatsApp and ask me, ma'am, whether or not this is correct. I will just go over the answer with you and let you know where you are making a mistake or how you are not correctly applying the criteria. All right, just discuss that with over WhatsApp, because this is actually very important to understand how to apply congruence, because this will be required in chapter number 8 as well. So if you want, I can just write down the proof properly, or if you can just compile on your own. If anyone wants me to write the answer for this one properly, I will write down, but right now I'm just moving on to the second part of the question. If anyone wants, I can send the answer for the first part written properly in sequence, so that it's easier for you to write down in your notebook. So second part, I am taking triangle OAB and triangle OAC. If you want to draw a rough figure on this side for observation. So this is A, O, B, and C. I'm going to mark what's given to me. This is given. These two are equal, and you can take the common side. So OA equals to OA. This is the common side. Then we have AB equals to AC. This is given in question. And then OB equals to OC. This we just proved above in part 1. Anyone who's writing this answer?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Taran?
Ma'am, while doing the first part, I wrote that opposite angles will be equal, angle B equal to angle C in the given part only. Will that be correct?
Yes. You can actually, it will be preferable if you write that in proof rather than writing in given. In given, just mention only the sides and rewrite that in proof. Like from the sides you are writing down, and do mention you are using a particular theorem. And rather than mentioning the number of the theorem, if you can write down the statement, that will also be preferred. Although I have actually written the statement here, when I write down that AB is equal to AC and write down opposite angles will be equal, that means that I am writing down the reason, the theorem itself. Okay, what I'll do is I will send the proof for this first part written properly, and then you can just see if you missed anything or you have not written something, you can add it to your answer. All right. If anyone is writing anything right now from this particular question, please let me know. I would like to discuss the next question now. Question number 2, we have a triangle ABC. AD is the perpendicular bisector of BC. So understand this, AD is the perpendicular bisector of BC. So there will be two things happening here. One is perpendicular, which you can see is indicated in the figure. So the sign of perpendicular is already marked. That means AD is perpendicular. 90-degree angle banega BC ke saath. The second thing we have is the word bisector. Bisector of BC means BC, this side gets divided into two equal parts. This means these two parts are equal. This is bisection. Perpendicular 90-degree angles formed with BC, and second thing is the base BC gets bisected as well, two equal parts. So BD will be equal to DC. This is the second thing happening here. You want to prove that triangle ABC is isosceles. So you want to prove that these two sides are equal. I think you
By
have,
SAS.
yes, that this one's easy because you have a common side in this. Take this triangle and take this triangle. This side here is common.
There is one angle also. Angle B is equal to angle C.
It's not given. Not given. Nowhere in the question is given angle B equal to angle C. So we will be using, this is the side in the middle. This is the angle, the 90-degree angle. And this is equal. So we have SAS. SAS rule is applicable. We will prove triangle ABD congruent to triangle ACD. And then from here by CPCT, we can say AB equals to AC. Anyone with any questions?
No, ma'am.
Let's write the answer for this one. So as you can see, I have written this. AD is perpendicular bisector. This will give you two results. AD is perpendicular, 90-degree angles formed. You can number these as 1 and 2 if you want. And then second thing is AD is bisecting BC. The two parts are equal. So this is the common side. Why are 1 and 2 equal? Each is 90 and this is given. Any questions? Anyone who's writing down? Rohan usually answers very quickly that no one's writing down. And if anyone's writing down, I
Ma'am, I am
wouldn't.
writing.
Okay.
Ma'am, I am writing.
Okay. The other students can draw the figure for the next question by the time. For question number 3.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, the thing you asked in the beginning, that if the opposite angles are equal, then we have to prove that the triangle is opposite. Ma'am, I have found one way. Ma'am, can you see if it's correct?
Sure. Just send it to me on WhatsApp. I will go through it and I'll get back to you.
Okay, ma'am.
I'm done.
So question number 3. Triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. That means two sides are equal. And you can see it's written here. The sides which are equal. AB and AC. These are the two sides which are equal. So complete side AB is equal to complete side AC. After this, they are saying altitudes BE and CF are drawn. So there is a perpendicular BE, it is perpendicular with this side AC. And another perpendicular CF, it is perpendicular to AB. You have to prove that these altitudes are equal.
Then we have to prove triangle FBC congruent to ECB.
Okay. So this actually will be done with congruence. You are going to prove congruence of two triangles from here. ये वाला जो आपको यहाँ पे figure दी है. You are going to pick two triangles. Now you have to pick the triangles very carefully. You will pick two triangles. आप उन triangles को congruent करोगे. Once you've proved those two triangles, you should be able to write down by CP/CT BE equals to CF. So that means you need to take those triangles in which BE and CF actually are the sides. तो तभी हम CP/CT लिख सकते हैं. So first thing, कौन से triangles लेने हैं जिनमें BE और CF sides बनती हैं. So one such pair.
FBC.
Yes, one such
FBC,
pair as.
FC and EBC.
So on common base.
BEC.
So on
ECB.
common base, you can take these triangles. I'll just draw in rough. Is that correct? ऊपर आपके पास ऐसे A बन रहा है, हम वो नहीं ले रहे. So we are just taking this part here.
Then by AAS.
So you have 90-degree angles here. So if I had to draw these triangles separately, let's draw.
Angle B is equal to angle C also, ma'am.
That's correct. That's correct. I'm just going to draw the two triangles separately. These are the two triangles we want to consider. And we have 90-degree angles formed in these two. I've just shown here. So you want to prove these two congruent. I think you've already looked at the common side. So the base of the triangles is common. You can see one 90-degree angle. So this actually similar, looks like R and H. The third thing you need, there is one more pair required to prove the congruence of these two.
By AS criteria.
AAS.
So
AAS.
for this, okay. For this, I would like you to go back to the original triangle. So अगर हम अपने original triangle में जाते हैं, ABC, this is what's given. AB is given equal to AC. So from here, can I say this means angle B is equal to angle C?
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
In
ma'am.
the original triangle, two sides were equal, so two sides were equal, their opposite angles will be equal. So let's just work with these here. So
Angles will
this
be-
is angle C and this over here is angle B. So which rule will be applicable?
AAS.
So by AAS, the two triangles will be congruent, and then by CP/CT, you can write down that BE or BE from this triangle is actually equal to CF. CF equals to B, right? This is one way of doing it. Okay, another way is if you take another pair, instead of taking this pair of triangles, can you think of another pair?
Triangle ABE and ACF.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Ma'am,
So
we have
I'm just going to erase this from here. And I would like you to observe this one now. So we have A, this triangle, or I should just draw it. I will just roughly show here. So you can take this triangle, right? This triangle along with this one. You can prove the congruence of these two triangles as well.
yes,
Yes?
yes.
Since this is perpendicular, so angle will be 90 here.
And we
And
have to draw linear pair first.
no, why linear pair? When you say it's altitude, altitude के दोनों sides पे 90 degree angle बनता है बच्चे. Altitude बोल दिया तो दोनों तरफ 90 by default. You don't need to prove it by linear pair. So by default अगर इधर 90 बन रहा है तो इधर भी 90 बनेगा. So now just look at the triangles that I have shown. This is the one I have shown in yellow, and this is the one I have tried to show in blue. So can you prove the
Angle A
congruence?
common.
Angle A is
Angle A
common.
common. AB is equal to AC.
Yes, these two
AB
sides will
equal
be
to
equal.
AC given.
So this is AAS. So AAS will prove the congruence of these two triangles. Triangle ABE will be congruent to triangle ACF. And from here you can write down that BE equals to CF by CPCT. Now it's up to you how you do it. This congruence is direct. Nothing to be proved before. ये सीधी congruence लग जाएगी. इसमें कुछ भी नहीं करने की जरूरत. लेकिन जो आपने यहाँ पे मेरे साथ डिस्कस किया है, this will be your step number 1. This will be step number 1, and then you will prove the congruence of these two. This will be step number 2. There will be 2 steps. Because you will need to use B equal to C in the congruence. Congruence prove करने के लिए आपने ये use करना है, B equals to C. तो पहले आप prove करोगे, फिर use करोगे. Whereas if you are doing the congruence using this one, you can directly start with the 2 triangles and write down the matching paths, and hence the triangles will be congruent, giving you the corresponding paths equal, which proves your result. Which one do you want to use?
Both.
Okay, that's. So I'm just going to do with this one. So you can just write down, this is I've written in rough. I'll just write down properly. So I'm just going to write down given